I'm trying not to just ask Kyle Shanahan critical questions because he doesn't like that. But if you ask him a question about football, he does like that, and he gives you great answers. So every week I ask about the opposing quarterback because he has a lot to say. And if he likes him, he'll sort of say it in code. He'll talk about how advanced he is, how skilled he is, how the ball always is out on time and going to the right places. If he doesn't like a quarterback, he finds like a million ways to say it without saying it. And I asked him about Geno Smith today. And he's like, oh, yeah, Geno Smith, he's done a lot. He's done some good things in this league, which right away. That's like the worst thing I've ever heard him say about a quarterback. He's done some good things. Like, I would think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL, I'd imagine. And then he even said, right after he said, he really earned that opportunity he's got in Seattle. So again, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. And then he said, with him, it's really important to make them one-dimensional, which means stop the run. And then he said, you really want to force him to try to make some bigger plays because he's sort of content to take what the defense gives him. Then you hear Nick Bosa, who talks with it not code, and he says that what the Niners' defensive game plan this week is to make Geno Smith play quarterback and to stop the run and to take away the bootlegs. It's like, God. So they don't even think he plays quarterback.
So translate that into human speech. What does it mean that they feel about Geno Smith?
Bottom of the barrel quarterback. Like the 31st best quarterback in the league. He's propped up by a run game. What he does is hand the ball off and fake the handoff and roll left and roll right and throw play action passes and check it down and take what the defense gives him. And, half field reads, one read progressions, like not playing quarterback. That's essentially what they said. So take away all the gimme stuff, the easy stuff, make him drop back, go through his reads against that pass rush and that defense, and he'll fold. That's what they said about Trevor Lawrence.
Which was true.
Yeah.
So I guess what they're saying about Geno is if you make him play quarterback, he can't play quarterback.
Which means he's not a quarterback in their eyes.
Or not a very good. Yeah, I'm sure they love him. I have always felt that he's a big, strong guy with a strong arm who never quite gets it done.
Agree.
He's a heartbreaker. He'll kill you. He never quite gets it done.
He makes some really nice throws. Man.
Yeah,
he's got a good story. He's tough.
Yeah,
battles, but he's going to lose to the Niners on Thursday Night Football. It just feels like it.
I think so. And I want to tell you something else. I want to come back to Pete Carroll, and I'm not joking. He accepts Geno Smith as his quarterback. Mm-hmm. Forget Russell. He got rid of Russell, and this is what you have.
Exactly.
And you're in the same. Yeah, you're in the same division as the Niners, and you have Geno Smith. Do you think Bill Walsh would have come out with Geno Smith up in Seattle if he were the coach? He would have somebody that you didn't even know about. We knew about Geno Smith. He's flopped elsewhere. This is the best Pete Carroll could come up with because he doesn't know offense.
Not at all.
No.
But also I think what's funny is he wanted the opposite of Russell Wilson. He thought Russell was the problem. He really talked himself into Russell being the problem. And it's like, what does he like about Geno? What did Kyle say? Okay, he doesn't hunt the big play. He'll take what the defense gives him. He'll play within the scheme. He'll check it down. That's not Russell. Russell will pass up open receivers all day to scramble around, extend the play, get the ball down the field. It's what he's great at. And it's like, you don't want that. You don't want that unpredictability, that ad lib genius that Russell Wilson. You just want a guy to execute your Stone Age offense. Cool. There you go. You got him.
Maybe the way Russell played gave Pete acid reflux. Maybe he had acid reflux. It made him so nervous seeing this guy run around.
I don't know. He won so many games with that guy running around. How did you talk yourself out of that? You wanted the opposite style. You want a stiff. You wanted what? Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay. There you go.
Geno. You used a good word. I'm sorry,
stiff.
Geno. As a quarterback, he must be the
great
robot. He's a stiff.
He's a stiff. Purdy's not a stiff.
No, he's
not a stiff.
In fact, I would say he's vibrant.
I would say so too. Extremely. Hold on. Carlos, you can ask the question when you come back. Brother Bob says, Iglet and Papa C love it. Papa C, is Montana better than Purdy? Right now, I'm taking Purdy. Montana's at least 60-something. I'm taking Purdy.
I agree. I'm taking Purdy.
Paris Bell the second says, can we finally say Brock didn't have a turnover worthy play last week? Grant, man, I love your old school takes, Papa Cohn. I agree.
Thank
I
you.
didn't see any plays that could have been or nearly were.
He gave him an A. He gave him an A.
David Butler says, I heard Kruger say Bob T might make the call on which back plays and the number of snaps they get. Have you heard anything like this?
I think Kyle said it on Monday.
Yeah,
that he wanted to take out McCaffrey, and yeah, I think he called him on the phone, whatever, the headset, and asked him, I'd like to take CMC out and put Elijah Mitchell in. So
is that all right with you?
And is that all right with you?
Absolutely. Is that all right with you? So it's up to Kyle, but yeah, I'm sure he makes suggestions. FT Niner fan LA says, Grant, the stream after Brock struggled, you opened up saying this is who he is. Go back and watch it. You're all over the place, Papa. You're cool.
Iggy's cool. He's much cooler than I am.
Thank you, man. Thank you. This guy's really taking it personally. Obi-Wan49 says, agree with Papa Cohn on Hurts. There is something about his play I don't like. Can't put a finger on it. On a different team, whose play would be better?
I like Brock Purdy better than Hoyts.
Well, I don't think Purdy would start over Hurts on that team. And I don't think Hurts would start over Purdy on this team. I think they have like wildly different schemes, and they're both really good fits for what those teams are trying to do. They run their quarterback so much in Philly, and that guy scores at least one rushing touchdown a week. It's a big part of what they do. Joseph Stockbridge says, if the Niners missed any weapons, would knocking, can they keep the Eagles on their heels? Personally, Debo can miss despite being a decoy. He half passes it. Yeah,
we're going to talk about Philly in a week. No Philly today. We don't look ahead.
No looking ahead. Jay Garza says, my prize pick for the Cohn, sending you all more than best wishes for a wonderful Thanksgiving. We all have so much to be thankful for.
Thank you, Jay. Same to you.
Thank you, Jay. Omar Sosa says, replace Trey with everything Brock is doing down the play, making picks, TDs. Would the media see him as elite? Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I don't know.
It's a theoretical. It's hypothetical. He's sitting on the bench in Dallas.
Joseph says, man, I just got promoted to be a store manager, so it's hard to watch your shows all day. But either way, I'm watching. Go Niners and let's go Purdy. Thank you, Joseph.
Congratulations for becoming a store manager.
Congratulations. Obi-Wan49 says, funny TB said that. For years, I felt Tom's first 3 Super Bowls were won in a mediocre NFL. A lot of the 90s greats retired, leaving a vacuum at the quarterback level. Thoughts? He beat Kurt Warner in the Rams. That was a pretty good one. He beat Donovan McNabb and Andy Reid and the Eagles. That was pretty good. I don't know, man. Fish and chips. Don't ease up on Kyle Shanahan and make him work on the podium. I had him working last week about his backup running back. You got to like that.
Oh, he didn't like that, Iggy.